Hello? Hello, where am I? I'm in Nielsen's stream. This isn't my stream. Hello, everyone. I found myself here. I heard there's some cool stuff going on today. We are here in Nielsen Alex 92 for year 2 of his marathon. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should probably introduce you. Welcome to your stream. I've got my co-com here, Mr. Nielsen Alex, the man behind the marathon.
Oh god, the man behind the whole madness. I should probably remove this so people can see my stupid face, right? Where did I put that one though?
What, your face?
Well,
You left it on your neck.
Hello, I'm here. I don't have Obscure's face here, but I think that it's okay for now, I guess.
I've seen enough face.
So, Obscure, Marathon 2, how did we end up in a position like this? I have no idea.
I don't know. I mean, I'm really happy this has happened. Like, I remember just over a year ago, you're like, I have this really cool idea. I want to run a marathon. And I was like, yes, let's do it. Go Nielsen. And you went and done it. And it just escalated.
Yeah. I think, was it like day 2 of last year's marathon? I think it was during the final run. I ended up saying the marathon will be back, but I don't know how and when. And then I had this idea, like last year there were so many runs that didn't make the marathon, and then I was like, let's do 4 days this year. And I think it was like around March, I was like telling you, Obscure, fuck, I don't have enough runs to cover 4 days. And yeah. I started to panic.
And I was just there like, it's okay, the runs will come. And you're like, no, we need to get people in.
Yeah, so for anybody, like, first of all, hello to everybody that's in the chat. I can see all the stupid names I almost said, but I'm stupid because I'm like, I told Obscure, I got a little bit nervous before doing a reveal, but it's just a schedule. It's nothing. It's not like the actual marathon, but I guess it's like the pre-hype. But I promoted this one. I got a lot of help from Junker Dave and from a new stream team I'm part of called Club CRT. But I also put out on SPEEDRUN.com and Reddit. But here's the fun part. And I'm not gonna bash anybody because that's the fun part. So SPEEDRUN.com actually gave us a lot of weird runs. And I think there's maybe one that made the schedule. I'm not completely sure, but there was some weird stuff and I almost considered putting them on. And we didn't. And I think that's probably for the better. Yeah. I don't know what to say more than that, but you can fill out with the stuff that could have been part of it.
Oh yeah, oh man, I can't remember what games. I just remember the Roblox.
Yeah, so there was like somebody submitted Roblox, and I was like, if you go in on speedrun.com, that game is actually quite popular for speedrun. So it could have probably been a breakout game or something, but I don't feel like Roblox really fits my marathon.
Yeah, that was kind of the issue. We were discussing it a little bit, like should we, shouldn't we, or should you, shouldn't you?
Yes, and then we came into the whole, are these guys even 18 plus? And I didn't want to end up in a situation where we had underage people. So we couldn't really fit them in, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, so I was gonna say something. So somebody asked here, chat, why are we doing this marathon now again? Never asked. So, long story short, I had this plan multiple years ago with Eddie's lab to make a speedrun marathon because in like how do you put it? Like in a like a memorial. How do you say it? Like
Memorial.
Memorial for my mom that passed away 5 years ago. This year it's actually 5 years ago. But it never happened until last year. And then I decided let's just fucking do it, just continue doing it. Because why not? Because people had fun and I also had fun, even though I was very sleep deprived. And speaking about sleep deprived, it's gonna get even worse this year.
Yes, definitely. I've seen the schedule. It is absolutely jam-packed full of runs. Like, if there is a second spare, you can guarantee there is a run in that second. Like, it's... And then towards the end as well, when you're getting one more run, and you will start to get worried. I've got too many runs. And yeah, it's just absolutely fleshed out as much as you possibly could. But
yeah.
More games.
So, should we just rip the bandage here? And
I think so.
At least show the first run. Are people excited enough to see the first run? Because this is day one. Should we do it, Obscure?
I think so. Go for it.
So, this is a 4-day marathon. So it starts on June 19th. And this is gonna be pretty fun. We have a new runner that wasn't part of last year's marathon. Came from Junker Dave's Discord when he pinged for helping me out getting runs in. Because Junker Dave, I'm just gonna shout out Dave like this. He's been very supportive. He supported me a lot last year, helped me set up stuff. So let's see if I can actually pull this off without fucking shit up. Because this might actually... Oh, okay, I can't even do it like I wanted to do it. Okay, never mind. Wait, let's see. Okay, first run. Jurassic Park for the NES by Lynn Carius. What do you think about that run?
Haven't seen the game myself, but I mean, Jurassic Park is an absolute classic. So I think it's going to be a great run to actually just kick off the marathon with, honestly.
Yeah, I think this is going to be fun. Like, I'm very excited for some Jurassic Park. And also, speaking about Jurassic Park, do you know what the next game is? After Jurassic Park for the NES, it is the same runner, but it's Jurassic Park for SNES.
Oh my god, double dose of Jurassic Park. What a start, honestly. Like, double whammy strap. I mean, how can you really top that? Like,
okay. So, here's a fun fact. I don't know if Lynn has... Like, so I talked with Lynn, and he has something he might do to run, like, make it a little bit more fun. Not decided yet, because that's up to Lynn, and I'm not gonna decide whatever he does, but there might be a surprise when he does Jurassic Park. I'm not gonna say too much about it, okay?
Oh, now you've got me curious. I actually haven't heard of this surprise, so... Now you just got me even excited.
Okay, run number 3, and this is a long run. I'm gonna be honest here. Thursday was a bitch to fill. That was the worst day. Last year it was a Friday, but that was the worst day to fill out. This year was a Thursday, because who even has the possibility to do a run during a Thursday, right? But here we go. We have Balatro for PC, a PC game, a pretty new game as well. Balatro by Drex. Drex is returning this year, but not with Pugsy. He's returning with Balatro.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of this game. Like, it's kind of like a card game, like Poker Hands or something like that. But yeah, I haven't actually played it myself, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the speedrun's about.
Yeah, same here. He hasn't really said much about it, but it's gonna be interesting to see. He told me not that long ago that either this run will take 4 hours, or it might be done in 2 hours, depending on how the game works out. I don't know much about Balatro, but when he said, am I allowed to do a 4-hour run? And last year we had Stardew Bingo that took 4 hours. I was like, why should I say no to a 4-hour run, right? Alright, run number 4. Are you excited, Obscure? I might be.
I am.
We actually had the runner of this game So I don't want to say too much because I'm gonna let the runner himself talk how much and promote this game, how much he wants to. He's in the chat right now. It's 89. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Fermatina, the game is called. This is an indie developer. I think that's what you want to be called, I think. But this is 89's own game. So I don't know anything about this game at all. More than we will see it the first time during my marathon. At least me. So that's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, more surprises, just more amazing things, honestly. Like a developer coming in, playing the game. I mean, I had a quick look on YouTube, and again, without saying too much, like the art style just absolutely got me. It looks so pretty. And it's so simple, but so pretty.
So I'm also going to say it here. If, let's say, Drex run will be done faster, and Drex doesn't have much to like fill out with from Bellatro, I also talked to 89. He might be able to showcase another game, which is called Submachine. I think he also made that game. It all comes down to what happens with Drex run. If it's 4 hours long, we can't do more than that. But there's a possibility that we get another indie game, which I find very, very cool.
Absolutely.
All right.
I think it's kind of the epitome of cool having a developer actually play their game on a marathon. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, so like I'm just gonna say it like this, 89. I'm very excited to have you run in. Okay, next game. We have win back covered operations for Switch by Tiki Ligger. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I'm not entirely sure. But that's also a person that came from Junker Dave's chat, I think.
Oh, you mean the Junkyard Dave that just raided you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's Junker Dave. Welcome in, Raiders, to Junker Dave. Speaking about the devil. Welcome into the, what is it called now? What are we doing? Schedule reveal.
Yes.
Which we will probably see Junker Dave's name pop up here.
Any moment now.
Alright, so win back. I don't know much about this game. I think we talked about this earlier, but it's gonna be fun to see another game that I don't know much about.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I had a quick look at it. I didn't know much about it. It looks like an N64 game, which has now been put on the Switch. And...
Okay, I just had to say, my favorite Nissan is a Civic. That's pretty good. Alright, so let's rip the bandage off. I'm pretty sure there's a Junker Dave showing up here, right?
I think so.
So the run after here, we actually have a race. DuckTales, Junker Dave versus Hayfield Bay. Wow. And I just want to shout out as well, the commentator for this run is pretty legendary. It is Andy Swee that has had multiple world records in DuckTales. I'm just pointing out there, that run might be a show stealer. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I wish it was best of 20, honestly. Like, it's. I mean, neither of these runners need introduction, honestly. Junkyard Dave and Hayfield, like, they're just absolutely fantastic. So actually watch a head-to-head against the two. It's going to be one of these don't miss it moments.
Okay, so we have a question. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to let you answer this question. What's this speedrun marathon? Can you tell the crowd what this speedrun marathon is all about? Obscure.
Oh gosh, so the speedrun marathon. So it was a legendary idea from the Mr. Nielsen Alex and some other supporters of the stream. Ran one last year, but everybody, like, the idea originally was just to one and done, go do this huge marathon, this big thing, just a spectacular event, and, you know, be done. It was just going to be part of history. But people loved it so much. Nielsen was like, I have to listen to the fans. I have to listen to the crowds. And brings it back for a second year and has gone bigger and better, honestly. More runs, more runners, more variety, like games from 30 years ago all the way to, like, released a month ago. Like, it's just, you've just gone large this year. So yeah, and it's just all about showcasing games, honestly, just the love of games, the passion, and people's hard work as well. People we don't always talk about the amount of hours people put into speedrunning these games, but it's just a nice place. Like, we can all support each other and watch what we have been training for and practicing for. So it's just one of these really nice events.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say like this as well. This is all about community. This is definitely not something about me in the end. This is just like, have fun, showcase. This is a way for me to showcase my friends and people that becomes my friends, because there's so many cool people that I've never talked to before pulling this stuff off. So definitely a new way to get to know new people on Twitch as well, because this is just like about community. I share community with so many people, and now I can help other people to get a community in the end. So it's all about just community based, having fun, and well, like I mentioned earlier when I got the question why we're even doing this, to honor my mom that passed away, because without her I wouldn't play video games, because she gave me video games and now I'm addicted to video games. So thank you, Mom. Alright, after the dog test race, we actually have another race. Did you know that, Obscure?
Oh, no way. Like, the runners are just going to be amazing again, aren't they? It's going to be one of these.
So we have Ninja Gaiden 3 race. Junker Dave versus his girlfriend, Kat.
Dang.
And here's a fun fact. Kat actually submitted Ninja Gaiden 3 solo, and then Dave was like, we can race this one. So we're actually getting a race between Junker Dave and Kat.
Yeah, that's again, just it's going to be amazing too. Great runners, and I'm sure just everyone's going to have great fun. And Ninja Gaiden 3 as well. It's kind of one of those notoriously difficult NES games. So just watching all the craziness going on, and I think everyone's just going to have a real blast with it.
All right, game after this. Hello Kitty Roller Rescue by Linka Meister. Linka Meister is actually new to the marathon as well. He was not part of last year. Submitted, like, he was like one of the last submissions I got, and I saw Hello Kitty Roller Rescue, and I was like, do you know what? It's Hello Kitty. Why not put it on? Give some love to the GameCube as well.
Yeah, definitely. We got to have, like, I think last year we had the Barney run with no controller, and I think everyone just loved that one. Like, I was super invested in that one, and no one was like doing anything. You just sit there and let the game play itself. So to have these games that are just very out there and something you wouldn't necessarily expect just usually brings in the excitement, honestly.
All right, let's continue. We have Sonic Adventure DX by Spacebar. Spacebar is also a new runner for the marathon, and he will be running all stories category. So that's a 2-hour run. That could probably go faster, but it's Sonic, and I was like, shit, I need some Sonic, because last year we didn't have Sonic at all. So I'm very happy to see some Sonic in this marathon.
Definitely got to represent some Sega there and Sonic. I played a little bit of Sonic Adventure. The game's a lot of fun to play, so yeah, if you want to play a good game, then I do recommend it. But so I am, on a personal note, looking forward to this run as well.
Yeah,
just
same
to see
here.
it actually played well.
All right, after that, we actually have The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer by Marcus himself. And I'm just gonna point out there, Marcus did a Ocarina of Time Randomizer last year, and now he gets the opportunity to actually close out the first day, because that is the first day. As you can see, there's a lot of long runs, and thank God for long runs on a day that is very hard to fill out schedule-wise.
Yeah.
Like, just thank you for just submitting that you could do it on the Thursday, because you guys saved my ass.
Absolutely, and like just the quality of the runs on a Thursday as well. Like, I don't want to say it's gonna get better, but it's gonna keep going. Like, it's gonna be this good all the way through every single game. And this is a Thursday, which was apparently the most difficult day. So I am excited to see what's coming up for the rest of the days.
All right, speaking about that, let's Let's see if I can do this without fucking shit up, because I actually had a nightmare about this. I told Obscure about it. Alright. Alright, not too much, not too much. Alright, let's do it like this. Alright. The next run, the first run of the second day is actually on the Friday, and it's Angles! He's returning with a Super Mario 64 randomizer, but this year, it's 70 stars.
Like, I've watched Angles play Super Mario 64, or Angels, I should say. Sorry, I have to pronounce it correctly. I always call you Angles, but it's Angels. Yeah, Angels, please correct me if I'm wrong. This was kind of like your original speedrun game, I believe. And I've watched him play, and he's just on an absolute... I mean, I'm trash at the game anyway, but he's just on an absolute another level. So, Super Mario 64 always brings the hype anyway, so... the randomizer doesn't get showcased as much as the vanilla game, but I'm looking forward to the randomizer because it's crazy.
And I'm also just going to take the opportunity here and say thank you to Ingles again. Last year, he actually saved the marathon, kind of, because Hayfield Bay had to pull out, and he stepped up last minute. And this year, I took a decision. I was supposed to actually open up the Friday with Rocky, but due to the fact that we're going to, like, I'm not going to get much sleep, let's just be honest. So I took the wise decision here. And I'm just going to be a backup runner and actually save 50 minutes and get some 50 minutes of rest. So thank you so much, Angles. Once again, I asked you last second and you stepped up again. And I appreciate you, dude. Alright. This run, the next run of this, we're actually gonna keep... So, you know Super Mario Bros. 2, right?
I know that game.
The reskin of Doki Doki Panic, which now, this guy haven't done a run. He hasn't streamed on Twitch. Berkman is returning to streaming for my marathon. So he's gonna do Super Mario Bros. 2 Bowser Edition. So the reskin is getting a reskin. It's literally, you're playing like Bowser instead. And it's just a meme % category, but I'm so happy to get Berkman to stream again.
It's always nice to see someone return playing these games. I'm, again, looking forward to this. Even if it's just a reskin, but, I mean, again, classic game. So, yeah, welcome back. Let's go.
Alright, the game after this is by PitaQ. Pitac, I think that's how you say, not PitaQ. I don't know. You say it differently from time to time, but Pitac returns to the marathon, but this time around with an NES game I had no idea what it is. The Legends of... Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Aulia?
Yeah, Aulia. That's probably
quickly
accurate.
Looked, so, yeah. I mean, I quickly Googled the game because I've never heard of it myself. I'm guessing it's one of these... Sorry, I'm going to say the word, but obscure games that no one really heard. That word is completely ruined for me since my gaming name, but anyway. And it has a giant owl, so I'm pretty sure it looks kind of like a Final Fantasy type of game. So again, like new games, like you just never know like which ones are really gonna bring the hype. So I'm kind of looking forward to finding out more about the game.
All right, nobody saw anything. The next game after that, Pitac again saves the marathon because he could do early runs on the Friday. This is Mercs for, I think that's how you pronounce it at least, for Genesis. For the Genesis. This is also another game I haven't really, I don't think I've ever seen this game before, if I'm gonna be honest.
No, me neither. Again, it kind of looks like Ikari Warriors, a bit like Contra, like where it kind of goes into like a top-down. So, again, I've never seen this game, but I mean, if it's a similar game to Contra, I mean, how can it not be great?
Exactly. All right, we returned a runner that was part of last year's marathon. I think it was part of the Final Fantasy VI randomizer race we had, but he's actually doing Clock Tower Rewind. TJ Joel.
Yeah, awesome dude. Clock Tower Rewind, again, a game I can't say that I've heard much of. Again, looking at it, I mean, it looks like an anime game. It looks, I mean, the art style looks really cool, actually. Again, I'm looking forward to finding out what this game's all about.
And speaking of TJ Joel, he also returns to the extra run. He's doing a randomizer co-op run with Jedoman in Link to the Past randomizer.
Link to the Past? What's that? I've never heard of that game.
Nah, not me either. I never played that game before. But it's actually gonna be pretty cool because this is a co-op run, so they will share information together.
Yeah,
and TJ and Jedo, I think they're teammates in randomizers as well, so they know each other pretty well.
Always helpful, and yeah, sometimes with these co-op runs, you know, there can be some lull times as well where it's a little bit, you know, you're just picking up items that your I was gonna say opponent, no, your teammate has already found, and that's kind of when the craziness can really start, because you start talking and you go a bit silly, and that's when the fun can really kick in. But yeah, it should be a good watch.
I think like Lioness is saying here in chat, is it the game where you play as insert sprite name here? I think that's pretty accurate. I have to say that's the game. That game everybody kind of knows, right? All right, the run after this is Little Nemo by our very own Hayfield Bay.
Yeah, absolutely. Back for the second day after racing Dave on the first day. Little Nemo. I mean, there's so many games that can be defined by Hayfield Bay, and Little Nemo is one of those games. He's put in. I can't even predict the amount of hours that he's put into this game.
Way too many, in my opinion.
Yeah. Never too many when it comes to speedruns, but yeah, I mean, he loves his game with a passion, so it's going to be a fantastic run. He is so good at the game.
Well, if he loves his games very much, I think the game after this is actually his favorite one, because he's the world record holder of Pilot Wings.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's a category in Pilot Wings, you can be assured that Hayfield Bay is the world record holder in it.
Yeah, so last year he had to pull out. This year he didn't submit Pilot Wings, and I actually was like, no, you're doing Pilot Wings as well. I'm gonna get a Pilot Wings run from you. And he was like, okay. And it was just like, okay, I'll do it. So we got Pilot Wings as well from Hayfield, and I'm very excited to see Hayfield, because Hayfield, like you said, he's very passionate when it comes to speedrunning, so I'm very happy to have our Hayfield in the marathon. And if we keep on scrolling downwards, we have Likameiser returning with another run for the marathon with the gods for the SNES.
And it's so nice to see people coming back, like, for many runs for different days, so yeah, shout outs to everybody. Gods, again, a game that I've never really seen or heard of, but looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks like a game I'd actually probably enjoyed quite a lot as a kid if I knew that it existed, honestly.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I don't know much about the game, so I'm very excited to see it. Alright, let's keep on scrolling down. We have Spacebars returns for day 2 with a Dreamcast game, Toy Commander. I'm very excited to see some Dreamcast action. It's a console you don't see often in marathons, so I am very excited.
I was gonna say, like, is this our first Dreamcast game that we've had in the marathon?
Yeah, we did not have Dreamcast. Wait, we had Dreamcast last year.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Brokey Chill had toys. Let me see, Tony Hawk on the Dreamcast.
Okay.
But you don't see many people run.
No, you don't. Absolutely. It was kind of like one of those consoles that kind of got forgotten about. I think that was the N64 era, because it was like N64, PlayStation, and Dreamcast. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going off the top of my head. And people still talk about the PS1. Like, I know last year I was kind of like, I want to play GTA because it's on PS1. And obviously N64 is just a classic. But yeah, Dreamcast kind of gets put to the side. But I mean, it's a very good console. So yeah, shout out to Spacebar for running the Dreamcast game.
Alright, so I kind of joked around a little bit last year. Next run. This was very unfortunate last year. This run came in a few days after I revealed the schedule last year. And I felt so bad because it's a very dear friend of mine. You see him around a lot of different places. It is Adirondack Rick with Dr. Mario, and thank God I got him to submit, and we got some Adirondack Rick this year. Action from Rick. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I love sitting in his stream. Like, he's actually such a he's probably one of my top 3 favorite restream commentators. Like, he is just such a funny guy. So yeah, Dr. Mario is a great game, but actually I'm just looking forward to listening to Rick for 40 minutes. Honestly,
Yeah, same
he's
here.
So funny.
All right, and we actually have Marcos returning for the day 2. This time around, something he just recently learned how to play, or speedrun, Hollow Knight.
Wow, that game is quite a tough game, honestly. So I think it's quite notorious in the speedrunning community, and I think even the randomizer as well. Like, it's very, very popular. So it's actually great to see this game in here in the marathon. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see that game. Do you know what? We actually have more Super Mario 64, but it's not the randomizer. It's 70 stars speedrun category by Purse. Purse returns from last year's marathon with even more Super Mario 64. But he's learning how, well, he's been running 70 stars before, I think. But he's doing this during marathon. This is 70 stars. This is not easy.
Yeah, absolutely. During the marathon setting, there's a little bit more pressure when you're doing these runs as well. And Super Mario 64 has some very, very tight movements as well. So sometimes it's the mental game as much as the physical, and remembering what buttons you've got to push. You've got to keep your cool as well. So yeah, look, it should be good.
You know what? We can actually fit one more game in here before I need to scroll down. We actually have a Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. That's the randomizer of Final Fantasy VI. Another race of that this year is actually returning, but a Rabbit Wombat returns. But we actually have Sawyer this year. This is also another person I know personally from the Linkin Pass randomizer community. But we get another FF6 Worlds Collide race. I'm very excited.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we saw the Final Fantasy run last year, and was that a 4-way race, if I remember?
Yeah, that was 4-way.
Yeah. So yeah, and to have the randomizer come back again this year, it's fantastic.
And you know what? This is actually, thanks to Meridwin, the final run of the Friday is actually Toy Story by Nintendo Desi. You know Desi a little bit. I think you know Desi a little bit better than I do.
I mean, I've never really spoken to him, but I've definitely looked on his channels and definitely heard Meridwin talk about him. But he's quite a funny guy. Like, he just makes a lot of off the cuff remarks out there. So Toy Story, again, great game. I used to borrow it back in the day. Shout outs to Blockbusters from the 90s and the noughties. But yeah, watching Desi play this, it's going to be a lot of fun. So
okay, and now I'm gonna need to scroll a lot, so I'm gonna cover the games because that was the last run, and now I'm gonna have. Let's just say, if you thought that was a lot of runs, you're gonna see a lot of runs coming up here in just a few.
Can we say it's halfway? Because man, Saturday, Sunday, it's just absolutely crammed. I'm just looking at it, it's just...
Yeah, so
crazy.
I'm just gonna try and cover everything that I can do. And the first run is actually you, Obscure. You can tell me about your run. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies. You're like the one that will play one of the most modern games.
Yes, I think it came out at the end of last year, and I'm not a fan of the multiplayer just because I'm terrible at it, but I've always enjoyed playing zombies. And when I say like, I'm going to speedrun zombies, people are like, you can actually speedrun that game but there is an Easter egg that you kind of follow, so you just kind of follow the main story. But yeah, I kind of got obsessed with the game, and I would run out of things to do, and it was like, okay, fine, I'm going to go speedrun it, so give me some more stuff to do in the game. So that's what I've done, and then the marathon came up, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to submit that.
Alright, the run after this, I'm very happy about this, because there was a possibility this run couldn't happen. But we have Merdwin. She's gonna play the ROM hack, I think, or Kaizo hack, New Comfy of Super Mario World.
Yeah, so there is a little bit of a meme that goes on between myself, Nilsson, and Meridwin, where we come into each other's channels and yell at each other to play New Comfy. So we're actually going to see it in action from Meridwin. We're going to find out how to actually play the game well, and like if you watch my streams, and find out how to fall down the holes, which I'm pretty good at doing. So been playing this for quite a while. It is Meridwin's favorite Kaizo hack. She is a Kaizo streamer. So it should be good. And can we just say up pipe?
Up pipe indeed. Alright, after Meridwin, I think I know who's after that. JKL returns. He's gonna do Tailspin for the NES.
Yeah, Tailspin, that was a cartoon, wasn't it, on
Yep.
TV?
Sure was.
Yeah. I don't think I ever really watched the cartoon that much as a kid, but...
I'm just gonna say, the game casually is brutal, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
So, seeing somebody speedrun it, let's go. Alright, so the next run after that is JKL again, The Adventures of Bayou Billy for the NES.
Wow, that's quite a name. Funny enough, NES is just kind of not my console. Like, I kind of started with the SNES, so a lot of these games are kind of new to me. But we do love the NES block.
And we do love JKL as well, because you know who's doing the next run after that? It's JKL, the world record holder of roller games for the NES.
Oh, roller games. I've heard of this one before.
This is one that's also like casually not easy to beat, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like making the comment that people make about me with Call of Duty. I was like, I didn't even know this was a speedrun game, but apparently it is. So I'm looking forward to seeing the speedrun.
So, if I remember this correctly, the runner after JKL is our very own Junker Dave, and I don't know which order he will play these games, but Ghosts and Demons, which is, let me say, it's like a ROM hack, or a modern version of Ghouls and Ghosts, I think it is, for the PC, and he's gonna do it, because he loves the game.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's got a bit of a reputation of being very difficult game, Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghouls and Ghosts, or whatever it's called. So yeah, never seen this ROM hack. Looking forward to it. Absolutely.
And next game after that, it's Junker Dave with Battle Kit, an even more brutal NES game in my opinion.
Yeah, you can kind of see where this is going, can't you?
And after that game, it's Mega Man by Junker Dave.
Oh my god, Junkyard Dave. He's coming back. Like, he had a massive block last year, didn't he? Played through a lot of NES games, and coming back for more. Wow.
And here's the thing. There's another Junker Dave game that's coming up right after this, and it's my favorite Junker Dave run at the moment. I don't think there's anybody that's more committed to Who Framed Roger Rabbit for the NES.
I love that the goal is, will Dave finish a run %? Love it.
Yep, because let's just say Dave will have a fun time. He will have a fun time with it. Like, he wanted to play it during the marathon, but he didn't really know if he could even finish a run, and I think he has the world record of the game now, so...
Oh, just a casual world record. No
yeah, we're gonna have so much fun. Alright. Game after Dave block, it's Adirondack Rick with The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 1. Their casual speedrun. Their real speedrun.
I'm trying to figure out what any % no up and A. I'm trying to figure out what the significance of that is.
Yeah, I can't really say much about it, honestly.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I was so sad last year that we didn't have Zelda 1. And I actually got a Zelda 1 run this year. So I'm like, yes! I can cover all the Zelda games. Well, like the important Zelda games at least. Alright, after Rick, there's a bald brother called Scarface Nico. that is actually doing his first run in my marathon. He wasn't part last year because I didn't really know Nico last year. And then I met him at the ESA, and now we're bald brothers together. And he's gonna play the Flintstones, The Rescue of Dino and Hoppy for the NES.
I don't really know the game too well, but looking forward to it as always.
And then there's even more Nico, because he's gonna play Total Recall for the NES.
Man, Total Recall was such a great movie. Love that movie. I need to watch it again, actually.
I think, by the way, I think everybody can see like the theme here, right? With all like the NES games.
Yeah.
Because the next game after that is actually Scarface Nico again with Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. What an amazing game.
Yeah, there was someone ran a tournament, I think, last year with the Home Alone 2, wasn't it?
I think it was Nico that was holding.
Oh, really? Okay, that's pretty cool then.
Don't quote me on it, but I think it was him and DeBagler. I could be out of my depth here, but...
exactly. I mean, I'm talking about unresearched knowledge right now from like a year ago, so I'm really clawing at the back of my brain trying to remember what was going on, but
yeah, Nico's confirming. Yep, it is
perfect.
his.
Thank you.
Alright, so after we have done all of those NES games, we have even more NES games because Yasin Sauce, also a new face in the tournament, I almost said, but only because I read tournament, but in the marathon, he's gonna play Godzilla, Monsters of Monsters for the NES.
I don't know much about the game, but all I want to say to everyone in the chat is just keep your eye on Jawsome Sauce because he's got something quite special coming up.
It's coming up here. But after Godzilla... So, last year I did Turtles, but this year I got a better runner of Turtles that's actually faster than I am at beating this game. I get my personal friend... Well, personal friend maybe sounds weird because I only know him from the internet, but I've known him for like 8 years now. Rift, that doesn't stream much these like at all anymore, returns, and he's gonna play Turtles for my marathon, and I'm very happy to get Rift back.
Yeah, wouldn't be a marathon without someone playing Turtles, honestly. Like, how can you come to a Nielsen stream without seeing some Turtles?
Exactly. And after Rift, we have Lina. And she's gonna be returning later. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but she's gonna play Circus Charlie because I've never seen that game before, so I'm very excited.
I mean, I've seen little bits, just like passing like clips and stuff like that. It looks interesting. Like again, I'm kind of curious to see what the speedrun is all about. A game that I didn't think you could speedrun, but clearly I'm proven wrong. So looking forward to seeing what's going on with it.
I'm just gonna say, since Lana is here as well, I'm just gonna say, when I saw a 5-minute run of a game I've never seen before, I was like, I can't say no to that because it just fits into the NES block. Like, I'm very excited to see it. And after Circus Charlie, I think we have actually a SNES game breaking up the NES block. We have Aladdin by Daddy Dino 2.
Yeah, Aladdin's one of the, like, it was quite popular, I think, back in the day. Like, I think it's quite a highly speedrun game. I've seen quite a few people speedrun the Aladdin as well, but choosing to play the SNES version, I think it's also on Mega Drive as well.
Yeah,
I believe.
That is correct.
I think there's some slight differences between the two games, but yeah, should be a good one to watch.
After this is where what you said. Have your eyes out on Yawsome Sauce, right? Because he's gonna do something. I couldn't say no to this. He never submitted this, but he said he could do something, and this is Sonic the Hedgehog, but on an actual arcade machine.
Yeah,
just putting out there.
Go on.
No, I was just. It's an actual arcade cabinet. He's playing Sonic on it, and I was like, I need to see it in the marathon. I just have to.
Yeah, when you told me about that, I was like, yeah, there's no discussion that's gonna go on right here. You just have to get it in there. Like, it's just. Then I think you showed me a few pictures as well of like the cabinet and everything. I was like, that's so unique for the marathon. I just can't think of any other marathon that's ever used streamed an arcade machine. So yeah.
Yeah, I just had to. I just had to. Let's just say it like that. Oh, wait. Now we need to scroll down a bit because there's more runs coming up.
More runs in a marathon? No way.
Alright, so we actually have Resident Evil Remake HD. And I'm not sure, but Tompano was part of the marathon. And this is actually a fun fact about Tompano. He's actually a very dear friend of mine. IRL. I've known him for like, God, how many years is it now? Like 12 or 13 years? And I think he did Resident Evil last year. I know he did, but I'm not sure which Resident Evil did. But I was like, Tompano, you will always have a spot in my marathon. And I managed to squeeze him in. It wasn't easy to do it. But I was like, fuck sleeping. He's getting in there. And I got him in there.
Nice. Yeah, Resident Evil's, again, just such a classic game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be fun to watch this run play through.
Alright. We have more runs on a Saturday, by the way. Yeah, I've already seen a lot of runs. There's still runs left for a Saturday. We have Conquests of Camelot for the DOS. DOS, everybody. By DVR.
My brain literally exploded when you said someone submitted a DOS game. Like, I was just so excited. I was like, yes, people are representing DOS. Like, it's so underrated and it's so classic and unique as well. It's just, oh man. So the game I don't really know, so I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I'm just so happy a DOS game made it.
Yeah, I like I said earlier, when there's like stuff you don't see, I was like, I need it in a marathon. Like, sometimes you just need something that's very unique, and this is very unique. So it was like a no-brainer here to pick it out. That was like, I don't care about sleeping. It's getting into the schedule.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Yeah. Like, there's still more runs on a Saturday, by the way, because next run is The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past by Secretly a Sliver. Vanilla preset restricted major glitches, and that's probably something you know a little bit better than I do, because you do a lot of like major glitches, right? Or you have them?
Well, I used to. Now I suck at them, but yeah, I'm definitely in the glitch community before. So vanilla preset. So we have the randomizer. So technically, or essentially, it is rolled by the randomizer. But everything is vanilla, so where it should be in the game. So it kind of gets rid of things like text boxes, and I think we get quick swap and a few other like quality of life stuff, which helps us run the game a little bit quicker. But then restricted major glitches as well. So there are some limited glitches, a lot of the overworld stuff, and some underworld stuff as well, which helps us kind of jump about the dungeons and get from here to there and get to skip some key items as well. So again, it's a crazy run to watch. Something I haven't watched for quite a while, so I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how the run has developed in the last couple of years. Again, Secretly a Sliver and Chex as well. Chex is just doing comms, has just been in the community or the glitch community for just he's literally like the king of of the glitch randomizer. So yeah, it's gonna be one not to miss, honestly.
Alright, and after that, we have more runs. It just never ends for Alex because he never gets to sleep. We have Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer lockout the Binger race between Vix Rider. Vix returns, by the way. And Tussle is brand new for the marathon, so I'm very excited to see this. This is like the lockout Binger. If you ever remember what they said about this, it's like their baby, kind of.
Oh, really? That's awesome. Yeah, I love bingo anyway. Like, it's such a fun spin on these modes as well. So, Super Mario Bros. 3, I'm guessing that's the normal game, not the actual randomizer. Oh, no, it is a randomizer.
Yeah.
Literally, there's randomizer lockout bingo. So, yeah, just absolute craziness. And the bingo cards always get you to do some weird things. So, it should be really, really fun. Again, just another one to watch out for.
You know what's gonna get really more fun? Because the run after this is a returning thing, but I couldn't say no because this was so much fun last year. We have Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, randomizer race between Vix Rider and Homewrecker. This is like a revenge race because Homewrecker lost last year, and he wants revenge on Vix Rider. So I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to turn into a thing, like just all these clashes that are just going to keep coming back to your marathon to try and get their comebacks and revenge and everything. So gotta love the grudge matches, and what a great game to play on as well, Zelda 2.
Speaking about the comebacks, we have Bergman in chat that's actually returning, like I said earlier, to do something on Twitch, which he haven't done in a long time. I'm very excited to see you, Berk. Okay, so that was the last run of the Saturday, which is actually going into my Sunday because of time zones. But who cares about sleeping anyways, right?
Yeah, what is sleep? I mean, you've even scheduled your sleep on there, so
yeah.
I love it. Running sleep, literally.
Alright, so the first run of the Sunday, well, the actual Sunday, I don't count the Zelda 2 race as part of Sunday, but we have Nintendo Natalie returning, but this time with Star Tropics for NES.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at it now. Like, it looks like a cute little game. Somewhere between Zelda, it looks like, and maybe a little bit of Final Fantasy S sort of stuff. So it looks like an adventure game. But
it has some banging tunes. Let's just say it like that. It has some banging tunes.
There, you've hooked me now. I'm hooked
already. Natalie, after that, there's actually a returning runner that was part of day 2. We have JKL, more JKL,
hey.
With Space Goals, which is a homebrew game that he's gonna do in ESA this summer.
Wow!
So I'm very excited to have the NES run of JKL, part of the marathon.
Yeah, definitely. Again, just unique things, something different. I love the goal, all Cosmo chicks, whatever that means.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but we'll take it.
We will find out.
And we have more JKL because he's doing Mighty Final Fight as well for the NES.
I think they've just released a new Final Fight game, haven't they? Like, it's been
don't
dormant.
Quote me on that, so I have no idea.
Yeah, it's been dormant for like 20 years or something like that, and now they've just brought out a new one. So I love that this, is now coming into the marathon as well. Like, it's one of those really underrated games that people know about. So,
and third game by JKL, Castlevania Easy Mode, which he's also doing for ESA. So JKL said, you need a few more runs. And I was actually in the position where I needed a few. So JKL just stepped up as well and helped me out a lot. So a lot of shout outs to JKL as well for just helping me out. So we get some Castlevania because we did not have Castlevania last year. So I'm getting all like the big titles this year.
Yeah, like I'm surprised Castlevania, just like Sonic, didn't get in last year.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, is there such a thing as easy mode in Castlevania? It is a difficult game, so...
Yeah, but this one apparently has no, knockbacks or anything like that. So there's, some quality of life features in this one.
Oh, that's great.
Alright, Castlevania. We have GoldenEye by a friend that actually became a friend last year. Blue Knighter, a Swedish... he makes mostly, YouTube content, but he's gonna do some GoldenEye, and I'm actually gonna help him out. Not technically doing commentary, but I'm gonna read the chat if somebody asks him questions, because he only has one monitor, so I'm gonna be, helping him out.
That's like going into, proper ESA with the comms on the side. It's just we have got a donation from.
Yeah. We have a $5 donation.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
GoldenEye. We had one GoldenEye run last year, and I'm getting one this year. Like I said, I'm getting all the big titles, so I'm getting spoiled this year. Alright, so after Blue Knighter, we have The Simpsons Hit and Run. PC game with the randomizer with the returning Kyle's TTV.
When you told me about this, I have just been absolutely obsessed with this run. I want to see it now. I'm sure Kyle's has streamed it. But man, I am so looking forward to the Hit and Run randomizer.
Yeah, same here. I haven't seen him. I've seen parts of what he has done, but I'm excited to just see the whole thing. All right, the run after that is Earthbound by Joss and Sauce.
Yeah, Joseph Source coming back again, but Earthbound's again one of these cult classics, which it's one of these weird games that no one really had when they were growing up, but it's just kind of sprung out in popularity. So I've never actually watched the speed run of this one either. I don't even think I've seen through the whole game, but it's a weird and trippy game. So yeah, bring some popcorn for that one.
Oh, well, don't worry. Do not fear. There's more runs. Let me just do the thing that I need to do. Do not worry. Trust me. There's runs left. There we go. All right, we were at Earthbound. The run after Earthbound. This is a banger. We have a Super Metroid and a Link to the Past randomizer, like the combo randomizer, Pilot Key Sanity, randomizer race with Farfaloo, MM2 NES cartridge, Gamachu, and that we see Renior. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And so in a pilot race, you have the 4 people running, like racing, like actual playing, but you have pilots that will guide them through the seed. And let me see so I make this correct. So we have for Renier is going to be Ramond. For Farfaloo, I'm not entirely certain what their name is right now, so I'm not going to even try it. But MM2 NES cartridge is Aeriroar, and for Gamachu, it's Pichu.
Yeah, this is one of these runs that just kind of escalated. It was just going to be a spoiler key sanity run, I think. Was it Farfaloo that kind of messaged originally? And then it just kind of escalated into this giant... I mean, all these runners here, these 4 names, and even the spoilers are absolutely like behemoths in the communities because they're just so good. Like, multiple world record holders, multiple tournament winners. So this is kind of like the race, like outside of the marathon, like in the speedrunning randomizer community, like this is going to be the race. So it's hard for me to say if you're going to pick one run to watch in this marathon because there's just so many good runs, but this is definitely up there on the list to be make sure you're tuning into.
I'm so happy I got Super Metroid, even if the combo with Link to the Past, there was no Super Metroid last year, but I managed to get at least some Super Metroid aspect this year, so I'm like, yes! Alright, so after that hype race, we have Pokemon Snap by Happy Strange that is returning to the marathon, but he's gonna do butt pictures %. So this is a meme category that he made up. So if you want to see butt pictures of Pokemon, this is the run.
Yeah, clearly Hampy's been reading my diary because that's all I talk about. Love it. Can't wait.
Yeah, I had a feeling he would do something like that, and I'm happy that he did. And now, after that, we have Donkey Kong Country 2 race. 3-person race with Lana Kitty, Moogle Snake, and CJ. I think that's how, CJ, that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce his whole name, but I know people call him CJ. It's true ending race, by the way. And, I mean, it's Donkey Kong Country 2. It's a classic game. What can you say more about Donkey Kong? I think it's better you say something, Obscure, because I know you like Donkey Kong.
I do. Funny enough, I've never really played much of Donkey Kong Country 2 or 3. Like, Donkey Kong 1 was my jam. But I have played the heck out of that game, and it's a reason I haven't played 2 and 3, because I know once I've completed the game, then the excitement is gone. You know, so I'm glad I get to watch it, and glad I get to watch it in this race, a 3-person race as well. So it's going to be explosive. It's going to be exciting. It's gonna be so much fun to watch, and I don't have to play it, so I can still enjoy it another day.
And here's the thing, like I said, like there's so many like AAA titles of like these older video games And this is something I didn't have last year either. I didn't have Donkey Kong at all last year, and I'm getting one this year. Like, I'm getting so many runs that I didn't have last year, mixed together with, like, returning runs. I feel like this schedule right now, we haven't even shown all the runs that are left. There's a few left after this one, but there's so many big titles. And the mix is so good between, like, the indie games made by 89O to Call of Duty to a whole big ass NES block to Dreamcast, like, and DOS. Like, I'm just happy to, like, have all these titles out there. Like,
yeah, such a big showcase, honestly.
And speaking about, Lana Kitty is actually returning with another run, Roadrunners: The Death Valley Rally for SNES.
Do you want to know something? I did not know this run was in here, and I've just seen it now, and I've just got very excited because I had this game as a kid, and I've still got the cartridge, and I didn't know it was in here, and I'm just getting so excited, like, right now. Like, I'm actually trying to hold back my excitement because I cannot wait. Like, I need this right now. Like, I am so looking forward to this. What a nice surprise for me. I'm sorry. I know got nothing to do with you, and I'm just kind of talking a load of crap right now. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Like, I'll shut up now.
Lana, I think you got a new fan, by the way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, this is actually, I think there's only 2 runs left, if I remember, and I'm very happy. No, there's actually 3 more. We have Retro Dave, also recruited by our lovely Meridwin. He's gonna do Super Mario World Kaizo hack, which is called Chicanery Beginner Edition, 100%.
Yeah, one that I've never actually heard or seen before, but apparently he's quite high up on the leaderboard, if not the world record holder.
I think he had the world record, but it was just, like, recently got beaten. But Dave, he just destroys Kaizo hacks. Let's just be honest here.
Absolutely. I think he was just saving for that world record so he could get it on your marathon, honestly.
Yeah, I think so as well. And do you know what? The round after this, I'm so happy we managed to get it in. We got Legendary Moon. I'm very close friends to both me and Obscure. And she's gonna do a pretty new game, Blueprints.
Yeah, this game's literally been out like a month or something. She's been playing it like a casual playthrough on stream, and she done a practice run, I think, last week, playing Blueprints. A very, very RNG heavy run, so it could be one of these runs that go quick, or it could take quite a while. But you know what, we kind of love RNG runs because it makes the runner think, and everything's different. So it's gonna be a wild ride.
Yeah, and you know what? This is actually quite sad, but this is the last run that's coming up, and
no,
it is Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards for Nintendo 64, 100% by Gamachu, a dear friend for both me and you, Obscure.
Yeah, and he's part of the SMZ3 combo race.
Yeah.
Pilot race as well. But yeah, what a game to finish off. It's like Kirby. I don't think did we have Kirby last year?
No Kirby at all last year as well.
Yeah. So you really have got like all the big ones coming in this year.
Yeah, and I think that makes it so much so special this year. Like, there's so many AAA titles this year.
Yeah.
And I just need to show you guys one thing before we say anything else about Gamachu and, like, the marathon. But this, like, as you can see, it says ends at 4:40 a.m. in the morning for me on the Monday. Just pointing out there.
And then you're going to work or school.
No, I'm on summer break, so fuck that. I just posted in the chat the whole schedule for anybody that wants to check it out yourself. I will also post it in my Discord. Don't care. I will ping the actual Discord, like, in the Discord about the schedule. Feel free, like, any runner that's part of the marathon, feel free to promote if you want to and help me out. I'll tell you angles. Just DM me and I'll remove stuff if that needs to be removed. I'll do it as ASAP. I've done that the whole time with the marathon in general. But feel free to tell everybody we're just gonna have a big old party in June, and I'm gonna be very sleep deprived, but it's gonna be worth it because this is a banger of a schedule, and I'm so happy to have all you guys part of it. And this might sound stupid in a way, but without you guys, there wouldn't be any marathon. And it doesn't sound stupid, but that's the facts. And I'm very grateful that you want to be part of it.
And to put it the other way around, without a Nielsen Alex, there wouldn't be a marathon either. So thank you for the sacrifices and putting this together, because it's not just one or two of us. It's going to be a lot of people here. And, you've just created a fantastic 4-day weekend for us. And thank you for sacrificing your sleep. Because
hey, I have sacrificed something. You guys have sacrificed being part of this channel, so yeah, I think it's pretty even in the end. But yeah, as I said, the schedule is official. Feel free to promote it in any way you want. I know we're like roughly a month away from the marathon to actually kick off. I'm gonna do a quick shout out to Breathless Sleep. That is actually, she will be making the overlay, like the overlay you see right now on the screen. She made that for like last year, but this year we're gonna have something brand new. And Breathless Sleep, she's making it, and she's just a genius. Like, what can I say? She makes all these beautiful overlays, and yeah, I'm also gonna take the opportunity to thank everybody that have helped me out promoting the marathon, in the sense of like, hey, you can go submit here, like Yonker Dave, Merid Wayne, I would say Obscure you as well. You had a command your channel that you had to remove yesterday. The Clubs CRT Discord that helped me out as well, and also SPEEDRUN.com, even though I don't have many runs from that, but there's been so many people that have helped me out spreading the word, and we managed to fill 4 days filled with content and amazing runs. And I can say all this right now and not be an emotional wreck like last year when you and me was sitting here bawling my eyes out, and was just emotional because I don't even need to be on the camera Nick or stuff like that during this marathon. So I don't know what to say. Like, I'm just happy that we can make this for a second year, and if we're stupid enough, we'll do a marathon next year as well, depending on how this one goes and if people want it. And I'm just gonna say it to everybody that's participating now this year. All of those you guys are all welcome back next year. So I'll keep your eyes out. But first of all, we're gonna have fun in a month's time, and I think we're gonna have a banging time, just having fun.
We really are. Like, I just had a great time last year. Just as you said, it's that whole sense of community, and I went and followed like a bunch of people because there was a lot of runs I didn't know I was going to enjoy that much, and just sitting there watching and had a lot of fun because there's a lot of awesome personalities. So all I can really say, if there are some runs that you really are looking forward to, go and follow people. Like, go and follow them. Like, they will be practicing. They'll be doing other things as well, because, like I said, everyone here is just amazing on this list. So,
and I can say it like this: if you go click on the schedule and you click somebody's name, you will be directed to their Twitch channel. Just saying it. So if you want to follow somebody from the schedule, click their name, you will be transferred over to their page, and you just click that follow button, and you can watch them practice, or like you said, do any kind of other run or casual playthrough. I consider everybody on this schedule a friend for life, because this is what it's all about. This is just like friendship in the end, or community. Just communities merging together and just having fun. And for me, it means a lot because this is in tribute to my mom that passed away. So for me, this means a lot. This is like, it's just seeing a lot of people's face and names and what they will do for my mom that passed away, and doing that for me means a lot. So I'm just grateful to be able to host something like that, and you guys making me do one this year. And I mean, who knows? Maybe next year will be 5 days because it's 4 days this year, and last year was 3 days. So maybe we should just try and extend 1 day every time now. So.
Yeah, not long. It's Nilsson's marathon month.
Do the reveal again. Gamut, you had the prime position on the marathon. You're literally the last runner, and you have 2 runs that day.
Yeah, you've got to carry the whole marathon, Gamma. No pressure.
Just carry it. But that's the schedule. That's the schedule reveal, and I was a little bit nervous about this, but this actually helped a lot. Like I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna do this one more time. So Obscure, you have helped me out a lot, just speaking about like talking together with the marathon, about the marathon, and hyping it up, and help me like sort out runs. And whenever I ask you something like where should I put this run, and you kind of help me out in a way. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna point out there, Obscure have helped me out a lot, and he's a new moderator to my channel because, I mean, let's face it, Obscure supports the hell out of me. And last year, you closed out the last year's marathon. And I felt like, who can I do this reveal with more, like, better than with somebody to help me out with the schedule, help me promoting the marathon, help me get runners. So, like, just a massive thank you to you, Obscure, for, like, first of all, just being here. And second of all, being a close friend of mine. Like, I mean, I think we got close friends last year.
Yeah.
Thanks to GTA, basically.
It was.
But just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do like this. Just give the man a shout out here. Go and follow Obscure. You're doing retro achievements right now as well.
Yeah,
so,
slowly working. That's very kind of you, Nelson.
But just honestly, if you want to see somebody, follow them. Click their names on the schedule. Spread the schedule in your wherever you want. If you have a Discord, do it and be like, hey, I'm participating here. Watch my run. Tell a friend. Tell a neighbor.
Tell the neighbor's dog.
That as well. And I guess we will be back. I mean, I will be streaming something in the meantime before the marathon. It's not like I'm disappearing now. Oh my god, I'm waiting for the marathon. But feel free to follow each other, spread the word, and we will have a big party in June. And
yeah.
And I will be sleep deprived once again. I'm just gonna point it out there, but it's gonna be worth it. And yeah.
Yeah. Now the reveal is done. The next part is the marathon. So
yep.
We have you have a month to pull it all together now.
Yeah. Fuck me. It's what is it, like a month and 7 days away?
Yeah. No pressure. You got this.
But I know this was like a very weird and short stream, but I wanted to do a schedule reveal because it's more fun. It hypes out the marathon, and for people that might not be in my Discord on social medias, this is a good way to like spread the word. Like, hey, watch this thing. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for hanging out during this reveal stream. And Junker Dave, you sent a lot of people over here, so thanks for the raid, and just for the people hanging out, chatting, and being like hyped up. But now it's time to hype it up even more. And I'll see you guys soon, and make sure to just check each other out. And we're gonna have fun, Obscure. We're gonna have fun.
We are. I am so ready. I mean, I've been ready for this since you started putting it together. Now I'm really ready.
Yeah, and like the thing is, I opened up the submissions so early, and it's been painful. The submission has been open for like 5 months, and I wanted to close it earlier. But a good thing I didn't do that, because Linka Meister was the last one in, and I'm happy I got some Hello Kitty in the marathon as well. But yeah, Obscure, if you want to say goodbye, you open it up, and I guess this video goes up on YouTube as well, so yay. Yeah. But that's all it for me, but I'll raid over to Happy. Happy's part of the marathon, and he's doing his project over there.
See you all in a month's time.
Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out during the schedule reveal. The schedule is out. Spread the word. I will be spreading it in my Discord. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.